Est-ce que vous savez ce que c'est?
My vagina is tough and dangerous, 'cause vagina got a lot to say. Don't play stupid, don't play dumb, vagina's where you're really from. Where you from, where you from? Where you from?
Do you know what is this?
No.
No. What it is or what it represents?
Ça, c'est quoi? Hé, Louis, tu connais ça?
An animal?
Je connais pas. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour.
Je connais pas ça. C'est quoi? C'est un avion, non?
Est-ce que tu sais ce que c'est?
Non. C'est dans le bon sens, là?
C'est un organe que la
Oui,
moitié
voilà
de l'humanité a.
Vas-y, dis, c'est quoi?
C'est dans le corps humain. Comment? Non.
C'est russe,
Non, mais c'est pas loin.
C'est pas loin.
Ah, clitoris.
Le vagin? C'est autour.
C'est un clitoris entier. Et bah ça ressemble à ça en vrai.
Oui, il ressemble à ça, mais quand tu enlevais ça, oui. Quand tu enlevais le de ça, oui.
Ah non, on n'enlève rien du tout, mais ça c'est
ça, non.
l'extérieur et ça c'est l'intérieur.
Ah, c'est bien.
C'est la taille réelle.
It's the real size.
Yes.
What, this whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, explain again.
La première fois que j'ai su à quoi ressemble un clitoris, c'était, je pense, il y a 4 ans, en regardant une vidéo de Odile Buisson.
Quand j'ai vu à quoi ça ressemblait vraiment un clitoris, je me suis demandé si c'était pas un article du Gorafi.
C'est là que j'ai compris pour la première fois qu'est-ce qui faisait qu'une position me faisait plus de bien qu'une autre.
J'ai grandi avec l'idée que c'était un petit point.
Dans les magazines, ce que j'avais lu, c'est qu'il y avait un orgasme clitoridien bip, bip, et un orgasme vaginal.
Quand j'ai vu ce truc, je me suis dit mais waouh, c'est incroyable, c'est trop beau quoi.
En fait, tous les orgasmes, ils sont liés au clitoris.
Ça a une tête, des sortes de pattes, c'est grand.
Et que bah oui, si ton clitoris il est pas assez gonflé, la pénétration, ça va...
Comment ça se fait en fait que le clito soit complètement tombé aux oubliettes alors qu'on le connaît depuis l'Antiquité?
Je comprends pas pourquoi on nous a pas appris ça en cours de SVT.
En fait, on s'en est servi pour fermer leur gueule aux meufs quoi.
Neil Armstrong a marché sur la Lune en 1969, mais ce n'est que 29 ans plus tard que l'on a découvert l'anatomie du clitoris.
Pourquoi le clito n'intéresse personne?
Car la médecine a longtemps été réservée aux hommes et que cet organe a pour seule fonction le plaisir sexuel des femmes.
Je suis là.
Du coup, balèque le clito.
Hé les gars, je suis là.
Il faudra attendre 1998 pour que le premier dessin anatomique du clitoris soit réalisé par l'urologue australienne Hélène O'Connell.
En France, c'est en 2016 que le premier clitoris 3D imprimable en open source à taille réelle fait son apparition grâce à la chercheuse Odile Fillot.
Et c'est à la rentrée 2017 qu'un clitoris sera pour la première fois représenté dans un seul manuel scolaire de SVT.
La révolution de malade! Bon, du coup, on vous explique.
Ici, c'est le gland du clitoris, seule partie visible du clit, plus ou moins couverte par le capuchon.
Et les deux corps caverneux qui sont joints pour former le clitoris, puis qui se séparent pour former ses piliers.
Ça, ce sont les bulbes. Ils sont faits d'un tissu semblable à celui des corps caverneux.
Le même que celui du pénis.
Tout ça mesure environ 10 cm.
Soit la taille moyenne d'un pénis au repos.
Et ouais, c'est pas forcément les mecs qui ont la plus grosse.
D'ailleurs, le clitoris bande.
Une érection aussi rapide que celle d'une bite.
Comment faire pour que la connaissance de l'anatomie du clitoris soit aussi répandue que celle du pénis?
Direction New York.
On part rencontrer Sophia Wallace, l'artiste plasticienne à l'origine de Clitératie, une nouvelle forme de démocratie qui prend en compte nos majestueux clitoris.
We can't have a functioning civil society if half of the society's ashamed of their genitals and not experiencing pleasure.
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
People still treat all sexuality as revolving around like the straight male erection, but actually no. It has all the nerves right there, like that's what it needs to get off. If you stimulate this part, you know, this is all like erectile tissue, right? And it like doubles and triples in size. Then these like swell up and then these engage. And that's why penetration feels amazing if you're aroused, or it can feel like nothing or really bad if you're not aroused, because it's about the internal clitoris. Like whether you like penetration or you don't like penetration or you like both, it's still the clitoris that deserves all the credit. Phallic is everywhere. It's in drawings, it's in architecture, it's in pop culture. We don't have anything like that for the clitoris in terms of our history. Cliteracy is a project that positions the clitoris in the world as a true anatomy, as a subject in art and art history, and as a part of the body that deserves respect and dignity. We need to tell everyone. We need to know the truth. We have a right to know the truth about our body.
Do you know that in France, there is a big polemic right now because in biology books, that you study in high school, the clitoris is not properly represented. It's like a little dot. Yeah. Except in one book. So one book out of 8 books is representing properly the clitoris.
Schools have to recognize that it needs to be there, that they're missing something, that they're incomplete. That's the problem, is the idea that this is not legitimate knowledge. I wanted to write 100 natural laws of cliteracy because I felt that as a baseline, the clitoris needs an establishing text to say it has a right to exist, free of harm, not to be excised like a cancer in the body, not to be shamed and pathologized. The definition of cliteracy: all bodies are entitled to experience the pleasure they are capable of. But I don't know what place there is in our world that acknowledges that women have a right to pleasure without giving anything, without giving someone else orgasms, without giving babies to the world. Instead of slut shaming, let's shame sexual incompetence. Let's shame sexual selfishness. Let's shame like narcissexuals, you know, who just are in it for themselves and none of their lovers ever get off. A lot of people with vulvas don't feel that they have the ability to touch their own body and assure their own pleasure. And like cis men have been doing this forever. If they don't, you know, if they're having trouble finishing, they make sure to like finish themselves. And a lot of times like women don't feel like they have the right to do that. There's just so much that has to be changed about the way that like we educate people. So maybe I should show you a few like small things. Ooh. It's kind of referencing hip hop culture, and you know, Biggie Smalls is the illest, and you know the sort of swagger that a lot of male MCs will be like talking about. You know, like Kendrick Lamar saying my dick is as big as the Eiffel Tower. This sort of joyful kind of pride, right? In like my dick is, you know, my gens are like the fucking dopest, and it's like claiming the clit as its illest, dopest, freshest, baddest self. So for repping the clit, that's that one. You know, it's also just like trying to like put this form out there and reify the form until the form is known. We just do it again and again and again and again. Because what we're up against is constant absence of the clitoris, which is frankly so much more powerful than what those of us who are trying to do the clit revolution. Right now, I'm working on a series of warrior banners. This is my black on black, yes, clitoris. Just seeing this word in text in the world is actually is super powerful because it's so rare.
I think it's really important to have it in big letters or big clitoris because, as you said, like we should be like very happy and proud and say we have a big clitoris because yes, you have it, but it's not small. It's big and it's strong. And all these big letters, all this big gold clitoris, like says all about it.
And I would say like last thing is like, you know what, the clit's always in the same place. So if you can't find it, like I don't know what the fuck your problem is, like I don't know what you're doing, you probably shouldn't have sex with anyone.
We're about to make a radical action. A clitoris is coming in front of the Trump Tower.
Putting a wife to work is a very dangerous thing.
The look obviously matters. Like you wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything. Pull the hell.
Nobody has more respect for women than I do. Nobody.
You want me to tell you? So it's a clitoris. It's a feminine organ that is only devoted to pleasure. Yes. This is, yeah.
It's much smaller though. It's like 10 centimeters.
It's like this. So this is the inside and this is the outside. I hope like with all our collective work, like women will get more aware and that we put the clitoris and all the political issue around it in the mainstream world.
It's so powerful that globally we are all kind of in our own ways doing so much to completely change the landscape of what we inherited, which was complete ignorance about our bodies. I think it's necessary, I think it's the beginning, and I think that the fact that it is global is a completely new thing. And it's gonna have effects that we have no idea, but it's very powerful. And then what people do with that message is up to them, you know? What women and girls and queer people and non-binary people with clits do, that's up to them, but at least they know the truth and they can use that to liberate themselves.
I feel like we should bring her to the Statue of Liberty one last time.
The next step is we have to bring giant, massive floating clit to the Statue of Liberty right in front.
They're meeting up.
Yeah.
Mama! It's my mama! La sexualité, le clitoris, les mots du sexe, c'est pas seulement intime, c'est aussi politique.
On n'est toujours pas foutu de représenter correctement un clitoris dans les manuels scolaires, alors que c'est quand même l'organe du plaisir de la moitié de l'humanité.
Ces questions-là, il faut pas qu'elles se cantonnent à des conversations entre potes, en fait. Il faut aussi les emmener dans les plus hautes sphères du pouvoir.
On sait pas encore la prochaine étape de la Clit Révolution, mais ce qui est certain, c'est qu'elle sera politique.
En attendant, on vous met le lien vers la pétition Change.org pour que les clitoris soient enfin représentés dans les manuels de SVT. Il y a le lien en dessous là.
Et on vous encourage à recouvrir les murs de vos plus beaux clits. On vous laisse, sinon on va rater l'avion. Ah, il y a Sarah.
And now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on?